Hello everyone, and welcome back to some Elden Ring invasions. So recently the new patch 4.01.2025 just dropped, so I thought I would be giving it a shot. In this patch there are some really cool new features like being able to collect items during invasions, such as these two gems right here. Now, this host is very fortunate because they know exactly that these dragons are bad news. And one of the best things about this patch is that I can help the host kill the dragon. Pay no mind that this host is red and does not want to fight this dragon because the laggy hitboxes during multiplayer can cause you to die really horribly. So I'm stacking Last Rites and Sacred Blade in order to use multiplicative offensive damage in order to do thousands of damage per hit and completely obliterate this dragon. Who deserves it? Because dragons suck in invasions because they can hurt the invader, and, and like I said, any amount of lag or disjointed hitboxes on these fire can cause someone to die horribly. So I don't blame the host for not wanting to fight while letting me take on this dragon. And now you might be asking, Mithril, are you gaslighting us? No, there's no gaslighting in my home. My home is completely modern and uses electric lights, and I don't even have a gas stove. However, unfortunately, I didn't realize that defeating this boss would cause me to be sent home before I'm able to defeat the host. GG, I guess I lost that one. Um, and now here I am in the Bella Bellerat freezer. I forget the actual name of it, but it is a freezer. And we've got somebody friendly here who's a host. Now they have a very they're pretty chill, but they've got a very good setup. Um, I was not making a jar freezer pun or a weapon pun because both of us happen to be using frost infused weapons. The lizard sword being able to have a projectile plus frost is just really good. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the host cameo talisman also provides a 17% critical hit boost, and plus the riposte damage allowed me to completely one-shot this person because they were using the guard running stuff. But GG, that was just a very unfortunate little piece of movement that the Iron Greatsword caught and guard broke them. Uh, yeah, that was just crazy that I caught that. Now the and here, after having used a Seed of the Giant Tree, which is totally in Elden Ring, I am going up this way because I don't want to fight 20 jar meat things and the host at the same time. Um, yeah, and I forgot to mention these are April Frog invasions. The build is a kind of like a strength endurance build at rune level 94, weapon level 22, 9. This build was made to be hunting hosts with maximum weapon level in the level range of like 90 to 110, so skimming just below meta. The host here happens to having endure Starfist, which is just like a very normal thing to have, and I don't blame them for being shy in worrying that I might try something cheeky. But they seem really chill, and I'm gonna go help them defeat the giant jar over here and this guy and go collect my hefty cracked pot. Um, it's really nice that I can do my victory lap in the DLC with this build while invading other people's worlds. It is absolutely wonderful that, and I messed up, that's just the Great Jar helmet. But it's really nice that I can do this victory lap while invading other people's worlds, so I can get some nice PvP footage for you guys while um, while finishing up the build. Um, I don't know exactly what if I want to like respec into like a Dex type, like a Dex Arcane type thing, because there are a few things that I haven't necessarily tried out. But now that we've cleared out the area, the host and I are just gonna have a very nice honor duel. like they've got a decent amount of poise because they've got the unaltered banished knight armor and they've got a little bit of regen with their with with the shield. They've also just got really good movement. Um, Honestly, I'm probably just a little bit outmatched in the like duels are not my strong suit in Elden Ring, so I will say I'm probably just a little bit outmatched in these ones, and that's fine because I don't need to be the best. And a lot of what I'd say my strong suit is just using um, leveraging environmental and just like chaos stuff. But these are still some really nice fights, and I like the Fire Knight Greatsword, and I like their vibes. Very chill host. Um, yeah, and like they know their spacing, and the connection here is pretty good. And they finish off with a Misery Chord, which I don't blame them. G GG. Um, Now here I am invaded by the Lord of Night, who's got, I think it's Albrecht's hat plus claws of Night. Um, and although the Bewitching Branch has this jar guy coming after me, the host is kind enough to let me take them out before we start fighting. Um, and although I missed the crit with the Misery Chord, I give them a little bit of the scare because I don't think they noticed the little shade dude there. Um, but now we're going to have another honor duel. Now this is very, what I'd say, uncommon because I passed what I would say is the invader vibe check where, um, because a lot of time in these solo Tawner's Tongue type invasions, um, hosts will like have phantoms on or try and leverage something against you. It's not really like it's not as much of an open invitation as the item description sounds. So, and I'll show it a little probably in another April Frog invasion where like sometimes Tawner's Tongue invasions are just some of the craziest, sweatiest ones you have. But these ones are all really chill, and I really appreciate all these hosts and coming in for the really good time. And again, here the host strict mirror comes in clutch with that big crit bonus plus the riposte damage on the frost iron greatsword. And now this next host is really lucky because the 4.01.2025 patch also added in a little Sekiro guy. Now this guy normally was on the kite and goes wee and tries to explode you, but instead for this mod they decided to give him a moon veil and some magic damage and decided to make all his attacks frost infused. Lucky for me, I always keep frost boluses in my little hot pouches because of how common it is in PvP. Um, yeah, and so this particular build has 40 strength and is usually, I think it's 50 vigor and is 16 faith, and the frog hat is literally just for aesthetics and does nothing for the build. It just hampers me by reducing my healing flask ability. Um, and I think it ends up at 24 endurance and uses Great Jar's Arsenal to have, I think it says like 57 poise. Because I meant to rename this build Tree Frog to go with the Tree Sentinel outfit, but I completely forgot. So I'm just using the Tree Sentinel outfit, twinned greaves, perfumer gauntlets, just because they're really light and they have some decent magic defense, and of course I am a frog, so I need the frog head. But yeah, too bad I stance break and get the Sekiro finishing blow. And then, funny enough, I found that host again right here outside of the shack, and just I was invading near far, so it was, I guess not necessarily super likely, but still cool that we ran into each other. As you can see, we're just jumping for joy because we are just having a great fight. Um, Maybe not, I don't make the best decisions in this fight, but it is certainly a fun one where it's just slugging things out. And here I'm mostly using the Twin Bird Kite Shield for aesthetics because I don't have the Wolf Crest shield yet. And again, the projectiles off of that Lizard Sword are great. GG, that was a ton of fun. Um, and now, if you made it this far, a very genuine thank you so much for your time. Um, I really appreciate all of you watching. It's really nice to just share fun moments in PvP with everybody, as well as all of the challenge runs and randomizers I do. Just seriously thank you for all of your time and choosing to use it to listen to me ramble about me doing a solo Tanner's Tongue run through the DLC and talk about it like I'm actually invading instead. Um, but yeah, so I am doing a little bit of a victory lap through the DLC solo Tanner's Tongue with this build just for fun as I'm going through. Here the mimic tier specifically in the DLC is ridiculous because of the health buffs that they get from the hallowed spirit ashes and having unlimited FP to just spam prayerful strike that heals them and anyone near them when it connects, and also my prayerful strike heals them, so they're just like almost invincible. So just having two frogs with rot hammers just beat down a boss is absolutely ridiculous good fun, and I think it is just it is a very accessible strategy for a lot of gamers to use. The Rotten Battle Hammer is like, I know I get jokes sometimes like tier lists are sometimes misinformative, but like this thing is an absolutely wonderful PvE weapon. It is solid in PvP too. Like if you've got a strength build and have the carry weight to use it, have it on your build. Like prayerful strike might not be the most useful PvP Ash of War for it, but in terms of just like beating down DLC bosses, prayerful strike Rotten Battle Hammer is gonna, it does work, and it does a whole lot of work. But again, as this fight is finishing up, seriously, thank you all so much for watching your time. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll let this fight play out, but know that have an amazing day, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.